Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Digital Experience Team iteration planning video. Today is Tuesday, January 4th, and we'll go over what we plan on working on for the next 2-week period. And first up is John.
Hi, for this iteration, I'm going to work on the remaining solution pages. I'm planning to do the Kubernetes, Jira, open source, and public sector ones. And the rest will be a couple of pages, and the solutions will be done for this sprint or the next one. Next one is Miguel.
Hello, everyone. This iteration, I will be working on the topics landing page and also making sure it is correctly built for the children pages. John was showing me an MR with that, and I'll be copying the stuff to make it work right. And also, I will start with a child page at the CI/CD topics page. And yep, that's it. Next is Daniel.
For this sprint, I will continue working on the migration of stages DevOps life cycle. I have already started with it, and I will continue with the child pages of it. I have 4 or 5 child pages for this iteration, and there are even more, so I will work on that. Next one is Nathan.
Yep, so 2 days are just kind of dedicated to the offsite. And then I want to wrap up some stuff for Slippers V1. I was hoping to finish it up over the break, but I ended up not, which is probably a good thing. And then I'll have to reprioritize the last one because I just saw Michael's comment, but I was just going to start prepping kind of the next work just to see if there's anyone that we need to start communication with kind of before we start the work, just to get things in place. But I'll figure that out after this meeting. Laura?
Yeah, I also put some time aside for the offsite for a couple of days. I have some points for uniform text links on the www repo, which is carryover from last year. And then also Google Analytics Swift type on the 404 page. There's been some chatter with infrastructure and some caching issues that we had many months ago. And they're talking about undoing those changes. So I want to be involved in that conversation, just catch up on that. Yeah, I see Lauren making faces. So we might be tagged in on that stuff. And then I've added in a point to catch up on the Slippers updates that Nathan's been working on and get familiarized with that code base. That's it for me. And next is Hobby. Oh.
Muted. Hello. I have 8 points in total, but 3 to merge this MR that I have open for the navigation that I left from before the break. Hopefully everything will be rebased and work properly. I just wanted to call out specifically the scope to not having Tailwind CSS utilities, so that's easier to maintain, so that there'll be better one-to-one parity between both repos. So I think that'll help so that other people can jump in and make changes. I have 5 points for bringing those changes back over to the By Experience repository. I have 2 points set for experiment follow-up. It's adding the 20 alert boxes to docs. So I'm essentially going to follow up on that. And there's also lots of discussion regarding to this effort that I collaborated with product growth to add this, like, I don't call out thing to it. Yeah, we're going to need to follow up because a lot of people had lots of different opinions, and yeah, it all kind of happened before we went on break and I wasn't sure what to do. So this is something that we'll have to talk about, Michael. 2 points towards fixing the card play inconsistencies, and I called out Tina. This will get done, promise. No more carryover. Up next is Lauren.
All right, so 4 sites for the offsite, catch up on to-dos, email, all that. 4 points for adding the visible script to our sign-up pages in the product. The MR got reviewed and I got suggestions, and I think I could do it. So I'm gonna do that and then toss it back over for more review or learn what that process looks like after that. 5 points for assisting in the buyer experience migration. Right now there's 15 MRs to review. That's day 1. So that's going to be a big push for me. Air traffic controller, toss those back over to others. And then 2 points added for adding the Google Tag Manager to the usage tab in user settings in the product. So I'm going to start that MR with the stretch goal of handing it off for review and pass it over to Jess.
So I've also got the offsite catch up like everybody else, and then just a point here and there for follow up on some outstanding issues. So one for the SMB page, one for illustrations of the stage of the DevOps lifecycle page. I added another point to fill in the collaborative quarterly planning issue that came up earlier today. And then the main focus this week will be improving the free trial sign-up experience, and I'll also be the DRI for the design side of slippers this sprint, and I'll continue auditing that design system. And then Mateo.
Okay, for this iteration, I will continue taking the feedback that I have in a couple of ongoing MRs for the migration of the IBM and Google Cloud Platform pages. And then I will continue migrating the partner pages, which are the Tensu, Red Hat, HashiCorp, and AWS pages. After that, I will migrate the landing page, and with the remaining time, I will help Miguel by picking some of the topics children pages as well. And next is Megan.
Yeah, going through the onboarding process. Today's day one, just going through it chunk by chunk, and then the offsite as well. That's it. Tina, you're up.
Thanks. I have an issue requesting some UX updates on the analysis page, so I'll be working on that. I'm gonna continue to review MRs for the buyer experience migration, basically just looking for design issues and making sure the UI is consistent in line with slippers. And I'm onboarding. Next is Tyler.
So much onboarding. Congrats, everyone. Offsite today, tomorrow, working on, we're gonna wrap up all the stuff for the data layer events for the free trial pages and a handful of other things. So feature flags going on this afternoon, plus whatever ancillary stuff has to happen with that. And then I don't know all I know is that enhanced e-commerce is still top priority, and just have to keep on moving through it unless there's something that's a higher priority than that. So I will just keep on working on that.
Cool. And I think that's it from everyone. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.